something after ball screens, after split action like you just saw there.
They're 1 of 11 on threes. This is the 10th best shooting team for three-point land in the NBA. And Steph Curry, I'm not going to make any threes, but I'm going inside.
Everybody else is doing it. 18 points in the paint for the team that's 30th in the league in points in the paint.
11 of 14 on twos, 1 of 11 on threes.
But how's that handle for Steph? That'll get you inside. Used it there.
Bain tapping it off. Richardson couldn't finish, and Draymond headed the other way.
Draymond just took a beat there.
And then found Steph cutting, and GP2 dunking it home.
Let's just keep doing this. 20 points in the paint.
Hey, this is the oddest game we have seen this year.
That's almost like that play we saw for the Magic where you get someone flashing in the middle. This time it was Draymond in the middle, and you could just initiate movement out of that. The defense is going to have a tough time.
Richardson wing three, big rebound, Pajemski in motion. Steph, GP2, Pajemski with Draymond and Moody.
Offensive off GP2.
So that's going to wave off the Steph.
Tweaked his ankle just a little bit. He's going to let adrenaline take over now.
Isaac for three. You don't want that. You got Richardson slicing in for that rebound. The Warriors have been so good on the glass. They've had the edge in second chance points, 8-4.
Defense is hard in the NBA. There's so much to think about. And when all is said and done, you got to get the rebound, and trying to crack someone, sometimes it's not at the top of your mind.
Keep an eye on Steph. He regathered. He's moving better. Curry in the corner. And dropping in the three. His first one of the night.
Bro, that is filthy. Anthony Black is like, there is no way he just did that to me. There's nothing I could do. That release is too quick. He just slid to the left. Just a subtle little move.
But Tazi was trying to throw a lob and it hit the rim. Pajemski speed dribbling to Moody, open corner three. That was halfway down and out. Pajemski on the deck. And then Bain comes out of the pack.
They're willing to get on the floor too.
Desmond Bain to Richardson. A lot of touch passing, and Steph's quick hands.
What just happened?
The tempo getting a little ragged.
I told you the Magic are willing to play fast.
Steph for three.
Man, legs.
I mean, Steph is 1 of 6. The Warriors are 2 of 14 from deep. And Mr. Black right down the lane.
We have a flyer. It is Mr. Anthony Black.
Yeah. So I didn't let him out of my sight.
Yeah. But it's the coolest thing. They let him rebound and practice and the ball boy at times.
That's what Steph did growing up with Dell. Draymond did the same. These kids and Draymond right on cue. And Carroll on Draymond. Great offense, great defender. Made him give it up. Anthony Black out of the corner and bottoming a three. So Black, a 30% three-point shooter. Orlando, they've been efficient, 5 of 8. Steph Curry having that blocked. Tyus Jones out to Black, soaring in on Draymond to lay it up and in.
I have no idea why. Last game, they're trying to intentionally foul him twice, and they let that go. And I actually did see the 2-minute report, and they pointed out one of those.
Black working with Batasi on the right side. Shot clock down to 8. Picked up the dribble. Tyus Jones breaking the paint. Blocked by Pajemski. Brandon with great defense. Brandon in the middle of the break. Pajemski to drop it off to GP2. He was looking for Steph. Pajemski three. He got it! He played the D. He had the block. He got rewarded.
Warriors only have 3 turnovers because they are taking a beat. They're taking their time. Not looking to make whole run plays.
Draymond, okay, where's Steph? And then it's just, okay, take a breath, get a better shot. That's a 19 turnovers against Phoenix twice.
Exactly.
And you have 3 in the first half against a better defensive team. That means a lot of it is on you.
Exactly. A longer defensive team, a more physical defensive team against the Magic. It's a mindset thing.
Yeah, I think you're saying and fleshing it out perfectly. So tied at 41. Warriors are shooting 50%, which is crazy because they're 3 of 15 on threes. Executing in the half court and scoring inside. Got over the shot clock at 7. Finding Pat Spencer the baseline shot clock at 3. Over Tyus Jones. Halfway down and out. And then Moody coming to get the loose ball. And then Moses taking it back in.
They are relentless. Jimmy Butler's the one that kept that alive. He's fighting on the glass, and then Moses Moody shot in there. I mean, the Magic don't know what hit him here.
Tyus Jones. You're going to... I can't even describe what you're going to watch in the replay with Tyus Jones.
Yeah, he just elbowed.
He elbows Pat Spencer in the face and shot 2 free throws.
And somehow that's on
an official to blow the whistle that way.
The thing is, their points of emphasis was the hold the line thing last season, and it's still new.
You see the guy elbow him in the face on the drive?
But just watching the defender, he held his line, so the foul's not on him to call it that way, and then also the guy's getting elbowed in the face, and you still call it on him.
So Jimmy Butler will shoot us and Jack in the Box.
Make it a much better day with one of my much better deals. That's what I'd do.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
But I was talking about the 10-second chance points for the Warriors and what Jimmy Butler did that last possession. It's interesting because they're not giving up these second chance points. It almost feels like how the Warriors are sometimes. They're third in the league defensively, but sometimes it doesn't feel that way because there's, sometimes they struggle with giving up penetration, guarding the three. They're one of the best teams in the league guarding the 3-ball, and we've seen some games where they've struggled with that too. So anybody in this league can struggle. There's so many possessions, so much more can happen in these games.
A bit of that zone look and trying to make Orlando move it around. Shot clock at 7. Banchero had picked up the dribble. Banchero will launch a 3 himself. Every rebound becomes a battle, and off of the Dubs will rid somehow. Midway through the second quarter. Banchero using that strength, but didn't get an angle off glass.
Well, Jimmy Butler is a strong man.
Jimmy speed dribbling to set up Melton. Missing that 3, and Pat Spencer quickest man to the ball.
Another chance.
Melton driving. Couldn't quite corkscrew that one in. And Banchero, he's got the size and the skill and missed the layup. Got his own rebound to put it in.
But because he's so big and strong, he can just kind of go slow. You saw how slow he was just finding his way to the basket there, in and out.
Tyus Jones knocking it away from Spencer. Banchero again, right to the rim one more time.
Well, you don't want him living there.
No. The double figures for either team.
4 turnovers for the Warriors.
But you're right in the game without your main weapon, which for the Warriors is 3-point shooting. Butler on Wendell Carter, and he'll go to the line. See, that's bounce and assist. Free throws 4 and 5. Dropping that one in. Jimmy at 85ers.com.
I'm telling you, Brown is in. Look at these jerseys, cream and brown. It doesn't get any more swag.
Butler missing that second free throw. I like the court.
Same.
I think the court is nice. That one thrown over Wendell Carter. And the Magic turn it over.
They don't have Wembanyama on this team, or Manute Bol, or anyone that tall, so that pass was going to end up in the 9th row.
Yeah, the Dubs winning the points off turnovers. That has not happened very often this year. Jimmy Butler inside.
Fake handoffs. The Warriors love those. Draymond teaches a clinic on those. Jimmy Butler knows how to do that too.
Magic led by 4 at the end of 1. They had a lead as high as 7. The Dubs have come back to retake the lead. And beautiful steal by Melton
in his zone.
And then running it back against the larger Magic. And Anthony Melton getting himself to the line with the defender retreating.
Oh, yeah. You just keep going. You don't want to let him off the hook there. When you see
Steph and Steve.
Yeah, they've had a nice run on Dubs Talk.
I credit the guys doing it, but I also credit the Warrior players being willing to do it.
Being available.
When the stars say, yeah, I'll sit down with a long conversation and let you get to know me even better, I think it's great.
I want to let you know the fan base. Let you know what I'm thinking. Back in this zone.
Tyus Jones floating that in.
Well, you want to get in the zone to keep them out of the middle, keep them from getting penetration. But if they screen the zone like that, they make your life pretty hard.
And Tyus Jones with 7. I mentioned he only averages 2.6 a game. Steph Curry missing that 3.
Give it.
Steph, by the way, his long corner one was not called a 3, so it was taken away and made it 2. So he's 0 for 6 on 3s. That's 70 games in a row with a 3. That streak has not been fixed yet. And Curry came for the block.
And this is why whenever he does something good, whenever he helps in the cover as well, I'm always giving him credit because, I mean, he has one of the toughest jobs out there. As a big, you're expected to jump and someone's attacking the basket. Everybody's going to be looking at you sideways on the bench. So sometimes you are going to get punched on. You got to just keep playing.
So Carter hitting both free throws. Talk about the Magic and how many times they get fouled, the most in the league. They got 13 free throws, Warriors 10.
But you're in the bonus if you're the Warriors. You got to stay aggressive here. Stay relentless, attacking the basket.
Steph and Draymond working up top. Now to relocate, but Carter was ready for it, but the Warriors couldn't connect inside, and Draymond with the turnover.
I don't know, two defenders are going to go with him. If he waited maybe a split second more, maybe you could get Pajemski cutting on the other side of the basket.
Wendell Carter just threw Pajemski to the ground. Okay? I mean, what is Rock cycling all the way around? Curry around Banchero, little floater. Up and in.
I can do that George Gervin finger roll thing too.
I tell you, the Iceman has been mentioned twice tonight.
But you got to, man. Those are nice. That was off the split action too. I don't know how that first pass got through there, but because it did, the ball got moving.
And Carroll to the mid-range. Yeah, he's not going to settle for that three. So Paolo Banchero, Wendell Carter Jr. with Desmond Bane, Anthony Black, and Tyus Jones for Orlando. Moody's had a good scoring half.
I'm telling you, if I'm Steph's teammate, I'm fighting my other teammates to be the one that crosses past with Steph. Like, it happens so much. That time, both the Blues defender just hesitated and stayed as they knocked down a little mid-range jumper again.
So Carter's got 6.
They're kind of going with their mid-range now.
Steph and Draymond working together. Draymond down the lane.
So Steph is going to be the decoy, I think, a lot of the game now. And he's going to try to get his own at some point, too, and see if he can dribble past some of these double teams. But, again, 2 defenders stay with him that time.
Bane all the way with the left. Desmond Bane, not just a catch-and-shoot three-point shooter. 4-year college player's gotten better every single year in the league. This is now year 6.
Look at him just staying in Jimmy Butler's jersey. He had him, like, hemmed up on the other baseline.
Went post rolling. Just couldn't quite float that in. And Banchero, 6'10", 250, handles it well and setting up Anthony Black. So, all right, just statistically, Anthony Black's a 30% shooter. He's making everything. The Warriors are 3 of 18 on threes.
Yeah, just got to get back. They're 5th in the league in transition points.
The math's got to work out. Draymond laying it up and in.
Again, Steph the decoy. That time he's the screener. Setting ball screens for Draymond Green, freeing him up, man. He's just so unselfish, and he gets no stats for that one.
Black's had back-to-back 20-point games, so helping out Bane and Banchero. Desmond Bane, Draymond wouldn't let him pull the trigger. Here's Black down the lane, setting up Carter. Blocked by Moody, and he stayed with it.
I got excited because that was the helper I was talking about. Because Quinn Post has to go contest at the rim. Someone else helping, Moses Moody did, but Wendell Carter stayed with it.
I'll tell you, Orlando's offense is much better this year than a year ago.
They're the most improved offensive team in the league.
Draymond and overs the Warriors are trying to avoid as Quinn Post found. Skip pass, Wendell Carter. Dropping into Banchero, big passing. That was nice.
They had you in scramble mode there.
Now, Quentin Post on that take foul, by the way, that was his 4th personal. He's been manning the middle for so much, but watch that. Pajemski misses the 3.
That's a tough one. Change the angle of that screen. That helper's on the wrong side. It's still a tough shot for Pods.
This time, he missed the 3. Pajemski and Moody. Post, Steph, and Jimmy.
Remember, you want to stay relentless, attacking the basket.
Curry, a deeper 3. Okay. He's nailed 2 in a row.
Well, Steph Curry can shoot threes whenever he wants, and he just kind of stopped behind all the traffic there. Got a little handoff, and Desmond Bane just ran into Moody.
Bane right down the lane again.
Bane was not happy, ran into that screen. He's like, I got to make up for this right away.
Looking for a Steph relocate. He's hit 2 threes in a row. How hot is he? He's hot. The Human Torch is lit. 3 in a row.
He is
10 in the quarter.
He is here now. Be very afraid.
And Carroll to the mid-range. He probably did the right thing. Gap him a little bit. You know he can score inside. Dembski. See what you get.
Took a beat.
Steph is hot. He's got Wendell Carter on the switch. Back to post. Warriors with the shot clock at 3 from the foul line. Good Warrior ball movement. Pajemski pays it off. Moody is having a game.
Yeah.
He's got 13 points on 5 of 7 shooting. But Moses from the starting lineup last year. That's his defense is a huge reason the Warriors went 23-8.
Yeah.
Finish.
Finding some rhythm with this lineup.
Moody 3. Good look there. Ball moving nicely in the second half. Tyus Jones couldn't collect that outlet.
Man, usually the Magic take care of the
Pajemski, GP2 with Moody and Trace. GP2, he waited for the body contact, and he'll get 2 with a couple free throws, courtesy of Kia.
Turnovers for 11 points is kind of big because the Magic are top 10 when it comes to taking care of the ball. And they've improved since the last time you saw them.
The Warriors are the 5th best free throwing team in the NBA. Gary making the 2nd. Carroll, top turn, fade. Rudy played the D, never let him get in the paint. Half on Black. Black at 6'7". It's an honest effort. These one-handed passes end up being a disaster, but Pajemski saved the day. Curry an open 3. Got it!
Look at him dance. Do your dance. And they saved his life on that turnover.
Nothing happened.
A double is going to come.
Number 1 pick overall in the draft in 2022. $239 million extension this summer.
Woo!
Paulo Banchero, his salary.
Much money as Banchero makes, he probably likes consistency in his life when
Absolutely.
it comes to that type of thing.
As I always say, Xfinity Wi-Fi so good I pay for it.
Yeah, you sound salty.
It's the same price for 5 years. GP2 is foul.
Even in your saltiness, you find a way.
Here in the second half.
Yeah. The fact that the Warriors have made 14 free throws, you know, they had a chance for another one. Holiday, the team that averages the most free throws in the league, and you're leaving some on the table.
Clock at 10. Anthony Black. Trying to get it to Banchero. Now Black's going to soar down the lane and flip it up and in.
That's just Banchero crossing passes, and 2 Warrior defenders went with him. Enough to give Anthony Black a lane.
Magic are a quality team. We're seeing it all night. Steph,
He got pat.
yeah, he was fouled there. Ends up being a turnover. Chase Richardson having that. That's a goaltend after it hit the backboard.
Missed that one, but that was a tough one to see in real time.
Curry flipping that up and in. He was angry because he was fouled on that play that started the Orlando break. Steph's kind of taking it out on the world right now. He's got 23, but exploding in this third quarter.
You won't like it when he's angry.
Anthony Black, another 3. DeSantos firing in for that rebound, and GP2 comes up with it. Oh, Trace lost a shoot. But from his knees, found Melton. And Melton 3.
That's supposed to go in. Come on, man. Guy lost a shoe for you to make that. He still doesn't have a shoe. He can't get it on. There's no time.
Melton, what a beautiful steal. Curry in on Richardson. Lob to Gary.
Showtime. Thought he scored, so he still doesn't have his shoe on. He's chucking it over to Quentin Post now.
So Trace is playing with 1 shoe on, 1 shoe off. Anthony Black out to Banchero. Richardson for the rebound, and he is fouled.
He probably could get his shoe back on. That was about to be the record. I think he's saying I'm pretty good overall. That's
Probably true. Have I done all the Christmas shopping? What's going on here? Here's Richardson spinning, fading, firing short. Pajemski the defense and the rebound. So Curry getting a rest. It's Jimmy Butler time. He's got 16 already in the game. Playing with Will Richard, Pajemski, Post, and Melton. Jimmy Butler took it to Batazzi. He plays the D. And look at Pajemski get on the deck again, but he's going to be called for a foul. Contact with Post and Batazzi on that lob, but the Warriors break it up. Anthony Melton. Anthony, his defense has been excellent. He's looking for that offensive rhythm. Bain hustling back. Tipped up and out. Offensive basket interference. Carroll on the floor. Keep adding to the advantage. Quentin Post to show and go. Flips it up and in.
But the Warriors have really been taking their time. Quentin Post did it again there. Ball fakes, pump fakes. You're at the rim.
14-2 Warrior run.
Turnover
that away.
It's unbelievable. And they're 8th in the league opponent turnovers, 4th in steals.
Looking at Brandon Pajemski through 3 quarters. He is plus 20 in his 22 minutes. Curry missing that 3, first miss of the second half. There isn't any other player that's plus double digits except Brandon Pajemski. Ben Carroll trying to right the ship, working with Black. Hollow wheels in with that strength. And Guy Santos played him strong. Batazzi with the rebound. And knocked out of bounds. It's still Orlando. Payne's looking for Black, but now he's going to look for his own. And Moody fouled him up top.
Moody got his headband messed with. He had to readjust it there. But he's been trying to bring the ball pressure the entire night. You just got to be careful. You don't overdo it.
You talked about Orlando and their ability to get to the foul line. You don't want to pile up fouls early. Put them in the bonus for the 4th quarter here. Carroll getting ahead of steam. Skip pass to Richardson. Bain breaks the paint right down the lane and couldn't pull it in.
Take your time. They've been so intentional about not being sped up. Take a beat when you can.
Yeah, they didn't. They had a film session yesterday. And I think it's good things have happened. As Pajemski got it and got the foul. You just see the Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah.
Plus 28 right now.
Well, we're talking Warriors have gotten to the free throw line and have defended without fouling. Like, it's a two-way thing. Like, the fact that the Magic haven't crushed you from the free throw line.
Bain post says no. Richardson on the ricochet, missing that 3. Guy Santos. You're not getting a rebound from Guy Santos.
Warriors are in control right now.
Long way to go in the game, but man, have they played some good basketball.
With Steph directing traffic.
The passes have been good. The rebounding's been good. The defense has been solid. Offense comes along for the ride, and you would have it. That's what we say that. Curry spins into a 3. Post with the rebound. Quinton will have it blocked, stays with it again, and lays it in.
Warriors are relentless.
On the shot clock at 5. Bain down the lane. Pajemski's there, and it's a good finish. I tell you, Desmond Bain tonight, his ability to drive and finish has been so spectacular.
Yeah.
Seen him make 3s when he was in Memphis all day. Curry from the Ferry Building drops in at 3.
They don't know who that guy is. They just left him open. Doesn't matter how far away he is away from the basket. It's Stephen Curry.
First half, Steph struggling. You and I both like, no, that's not going to happen in the second half. Black is fouled.
We'll just let him see one go.
8 on 3s in the first half.
Too much.
And then 6 of 13 here in the second half because, oh, by the way, Steph started making 3s.
Yeah. When Steph happens, anything can happen. The Warriors understand this. They're playing with a lot of confidence right now. But again, you tell any runner, any type of runner, if you're sprinting, long distance, the Magic giving up a 19-point lead to the Jazz in their last game. They know deficits can be erased quick.
Missed free throw by Black ricochets all the way back to Orlando. Tyus Jones for 3. Trace Jackson Davis, strong rebound. You want to keep the Magic one and done, particularly with their size on the glass. Keep executing offensively. Curry, quick 3. Guy Santos, another opportunity. Pajemski deep 3. It's his now. He's plus 30, and he bottoms another 3. He's got 16.
And key second chance points. It's 17-8 now. Second chance points in favor of the Warriors.
And then Carter for 3. Again, Trace, 1 and done.
They're boxing out well and then crashing on this side.
It's a 1-point game at halftime. The Warriors executing in the second half. Trace had that block by Bain. He timed that perfectly. And Caro sizing up TJD. Gonna wheel in the lane. Pajemski's there, and then a blocking foul after the Great Resort and Casino free throws coming.
'Tis the season to win big during Creighton Resort and Casino's Holly Jolly Giveaway. Every Saturday from 7 p.m.
away from playing in the Western Finals.
Exactly.
Okay, and you know what they added? They added DeAnthony Melton, they added Will Richard, and they added Al Horford.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got a lot of talent on this roster.
Well, people can get a little irrational sometimes. You just have
need to play better basketball.
Yeah, you have to ride the waves, not get too up, too down.
And Spencer couldn't quite bank that home. Jimmy Butler getting it back to him. Back out to Pajemski. Better look to Moody. Moody driving and flipping it in. Moses, what a night with 18.
When in doubt, drive it in there. 54 points in the paint. You got a big on you. He took his time, let him recover back, and then he's like, I'm going right at your head.
Desmond Bane, nice finish.
Yeah, he hasn't missed a three yet, but he hadn't relied on it. It's been overwhelming.
Yeah, Guy is plus 12 in 6 minutes.
And they're winning some key categories. Points in the paint, bench points, second chance points, points off turnovers.
So Melton and Jimmy working up top. Shot clock at 7, midway through this fourth quarter. Butler's got to make something out of nothing. That's pretty good defense by Anthony Black right there.
You're going ISO, but you want to keep your movement.
Anthony Black, he was the 6th pick overall. That's a deep 2. He had the 1 year at Arkansas. He was an elite football wide receiver. A lot of teams wanted him to play football.
I can see that. He's got some point guard skills, too.
His shooting is better than we have seen it last year and this year. Spencer shot clock at 5. To a cutting Jimmy Butler.
He just lost sight of Jimmy and didn't keep his body in between Jimmy and the basket. The cut back door. Warriors have been relentless, cutting, driving, getting it inside any way they can.
56 points in the paint against a team this big.
It's wild.
The Warriors 30th in the league in points in the paint. And Carroll missing that 3. Wendell Carter will draw the foul.
Makes sense. There was a switch there.
Take 2 free throws, but if you're going to foul a guy, foul a guy.
Well, we just showed Zaza Pachulia not too long ago. Nothing easy inside. Foul a guy if you have to.
And that foul
missed the free
point.
There you go.
Okay. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just saying, give a hard.
Of course.
1 out of 2 from the line. But for the Dubs, the holiday homestand is Christmas Day with the Dallas Mavericks. Deflected away. Orlando's not done. Anthony Melton with the long reach and deflected that. When you look down, you never make a 3. Tyus Jones missing there. How many times you ever look down taking a 3, Kalani?
Not a lot. You throw yourself off.
Pat Spencer fouled on that pass.
It looked like it was score easily without having to do a bunch of work. Now he can create for himself. He can do the work and get separation and rise up for his jumper and all of the grenade threes he's made. But why not make your life easy? Cut to the basket when you can. Draw fouls when you can. Jump into people when you can. Get to the free throw line. I mean, we just showed that replay, and Anthony Black has to come out of the game because of it now.
So Jamal Cain going to check in. 1 year at Oakland University, undrafted in 2022.
You're trying to keep Steph Curry on the bench over there if possible.
Butler attacking inside. Isaac is there. Pajemski with a side step 3. Bringing that out.
Jimmy Butler unselfish there. He probably could have powered up.
Keep playing the defense and the energy level that the Warriors have played with all night. And Pajemski just pulls the chairs. Penda fell down. Game missing there. And couldn't post with the rebound.
It's my ball, my rebound. That's going to be the challenge tonight. Keeping them
double-digit rebounds for QP.
Yeah, the rest of the way, keeping them to 1 shot.
Post has 10 rebounds in 24 minutes. Moody, pump fake still work. Closes with 20 tonight.
That was nice. The 2 defenders in the air alone jumped out of their socks.
8 of 11 for Moses Moody. And Moody with a block. Moody knocking it backwards. Howard nearly hit the deck. Had to bail him out. Missed that 3. Post has 11 rebounds.
Moses Moody is too much for them on both sides of the floor.
Hey, once the Moody parents arrived, Moses he's been energized for the holiday season. Melton inside. Post will tip it home.
But Melton's drive gave him a chance.